Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a little while to do another review. I actually just got done taking a shower because I really needed one for sure. But I'm returning to you for a TV show review, and sorry about my breathing heavy. I just got done with the shower and walking back to my room and all that stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, this is for the Resident Evil TV series that I'm going to be reviewing that I just got done with for all 8 episodes. And boy, I got a lot of things to say about this show. And you'll be surprised. If you haven't watched this show yet, I wouldn't recommend watching this review because I'll probably explain some spoilers. But I don't think there's much to spoil with this show. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for all 8 episodes of Resident Evil, the Netflix series, and let you know my thoughts on season 1. So let's dive into this TV show review. Now, basically, this show sucked ass, honestly. This is god awful. And this is the problem. Netflix needs to stop with this bullshit, honestly. Because I don't hate Netflix themselves, but they're with these shows that they come up with, even if it's good or bad, like You, for instance, terrible ass show. Wouldn't recommend watching that show. It's creepy as fuck, and the dialogue behind it is ugh, just irritatingly bad and cringeworthy to watch through. Another show, or a movie, Cuties, a pedophile's dream kind of movie. Um, a pedophile's dream movie. It's really fucking gross, and I do not recommend watching that one. I don't know why Netflix still has it on their platform. So now to talk about this show. What the fuck, Netflix? Why are you trying to recreate something that is just a fucking meme now? Honestly, this show is just god awful bad. And there's one scene in there in this show that really is a head shaker, and you're like laughing your ass off with the Dua Lipa "Don't Start Now" song, and the Evelyn chick is like dancing to it, and it's so fucking weird. It actually made me laugh a bit. Like, God, this is so bad. This is a poorly made show for sure, and pretty much this show revolves around Albert Wesker and his kids and all that, Jade and Billy, and basically, you see flashbacks, which they explain the flashbacks, somewhat to a degree where it's good or bad, but basically this show was really bad, and I just felt embarrassed watching this show. Not embarrassed, just I pitied myself. Like, why am I torturing myself watching Resident Evil again? The show has no good premise, and the premise I wouldn't say was bad, but I might be second guessing myself, so please forgive me on that. But yeah, Resident Evil TV show series is god awful. And watching all 8 episodes, you see that Billy gets bit by the infected dog or whatever that was contaminated with the T virus or something like that. They got one thing right. They mentioned Albert Wesker dying in a volcano. So I'm like, yeah, they got that right. And then they made jokes about COVID. And I'm like, for real though, this is out of line. Went way too far. And no wonder it's directed by someone who fucked up Supernatural. And it's Andrew Dabb. I fucking hate this guy with every bone in my body. Um, so yeah, I don't want to come off as an asshole and basically start roasting people, but this show tanked big time. So yeah, I will not watch a season 2 if they make one. And they're trying to put a character in a Resident Evil Village game, Lady Dimitrescu or something like that from the Resident Evil Village game. They're trying to bring her into the series now. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You're gonna fuck this show up big time, Andrew Dabb. And you've already fucked up Supernatural until it ended, of course. And Supernatural was... it was just pitiful. So, yeah, to people who want to watch this show, I wouldn't recommend it. Nope. I would not recommend watching it. It is just... it's like you're just torturing yourself to get to the end. And I wasted 9 hours today watching this show, and I was not pleased with it. So, overall, I think this is the worst fucking thing I've seen. Not the worst thing I've seen, but it's pretty bad, for sure. It's like god-awful bad. And the Evelyn character in this show did not interest me. She seemed like a flaky bitch, honestly. And just... it seemed like even the guy that was in the John Wick series, I like him as an actor and all that, but he wasn't interesting me as a character for this show. And then they decide to clone these Albert Weskers and all that, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is stupid. So this show was dumb, and Andrew Dabb fucked it up like he fucked up Supernatural towards the end of the show. So yeah, I won't forget that. So yeah, take that to your grave. So yeah. Um Overall, like I said, in my personal opinion, Resident Evil, the Netflix series, is bad, and I know I came off very harsh in this review, and I deeply want to apologize. This is a rantish video, so if you're not prepared to hear spoilers, don't watch. I didn't really spoil a lot of it, because basically this series takes place in the flashback takes place in 2022. And then 2036 is the present, where it's like the end of times and where it's just a zombie apocalypse kind of thing. So, yeah, and they make jokes about COVID. That's a fucking serious thing, and you're gonna make jokes about COVID. iCarly fucking did it, and I don't know how they got away with it. So, yeah, that was a no-no. And this was a big no-no. This is a red flag. For sure. Won't recommend watching this show. So for a score for me, I'm giving Resident Evil the TV series a 2.5 out of 10. Fuck this show. This show went downhill so bad, and I really hate it with every bone in my body. So yeah, I really hate it for sure. Anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Resident Evil TV series if you enjoyed it, or if you watched it or whatever. This is not an enjoyable show for sure. And if they do make a season 2, it's gonna tank really bad. So, yeah, this is just god awful cringiness, honestly. So, I can't believe there's been a lot of bad shit this year, honestly. Movies, TV shows, and a few other things, but mostly movies and TV shows, depending on what it is and all that. But if you did enjoy this Resident Evil TV series that I did for you guys, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. The writing in this show is really bad. The developer that made it, Andrew Dabb, fucked it up big time. Uh, like I said, He fucked up Supernatural when it got to after season 7. He started being an executive producer and all this shit like that. And I'm like, no wonder why Eric Kripke left, because he just couldn't handle where the show was going. So yeah, it was just a piss poor show for Supernatural towards the end, and it got bad. It got really bad. Uh, like maybe it could have ended at season 11 for Supernatural, but they shouldn't have tried to milk it too much. They milked it too much and it failed, and so did this show for sure. But that's just my opinion overall. But I hope you enjoyed this Resident Evil uh rantish video for the Resident Evil TV series that I did for season 1 review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I know it's a long video. I just wanted to get my overall thoughts and rantish stuff out because I really hated this show with a passion. So, this is not a good show, and I wouldn't recommend it to any of my viewers that watch my channel and all that. So, yeah, I wasted 9 hours for nothing. So, what a waste of time. But, hey, I watched it. I did it to myself, so got only myself to blame. I thought it was going to be interesting, but even the characters in this show were making stupid choices. So, future and past and all that, meaning the flashback stuff and the 2036 time in the present day. So some of the characters were making stupid decisions. So I wasn't liking this kind of show. It's not for me. So anyways, stay safe guys. Take care. I'll have another review come out as soon as I can. And as always, I will see you in my next review.